Stop number 2 on the NNSCRA Mello Racing Series brings us to Rockingham, The Rock, as it is known here today, as we are here today for running the GM Goodwrench Service 200. As we had an exciting race at Daytona for the first time out with these cars and the V6 engines. As we're here today for today's running of the event. On the pole for today's event, it is Kyle Matthews in car 52, the AC Delco Chevrolet, as we bring you the starting lineup for this event. And of course, it shouldn't be no surprise because no matter what car he runs, he usually runs well at the Rock. So maybe the magic will carry him today, possibly. Beside him will be Quentin Moore in car 21, the Cheerwine Ford. In row 2 will have Dillon Young in number 2, one of our in-car cameras in today's event. And our other in-car camera lies inside Seth Cole's car 32, the Nestle Crunch Pontiac. Young's car, the number 2 DuPont Chevrolet. Third row has the pole sitter at Daytona, Cole Deaver, in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, car number 3, and beside him will be car number 17. It is Rob Evans in the Western Auto Chevrolet. Fourth row is William Brock in car number 4, the Kodak Films Chevrolet, and number 6, the Rose's Department Store's Buick of Levi McIntire. He has her third in-car camera in today's event. Fifth row has Keith Batson in car 1, the Baby Ruth Ford, and number 25, it is Phil Parker in the Fast Fair Crown Petroleum Fast Fair Oldsmobile. Sixth row has Joshua Osborne in the Escapade ST Pontiac at number 63, and number 34, Gene Sandfer in the Hungry Jack Pillsbury Buick. Next row down has car number 08, Charles Sanford in the DeWalt Tools Chevrolet, and number 31, it is Carson Gum in the Channel Lock Tools Oldsmobile. Next row down, Sebastian Kukulon in number 8, the TIC Financial Oldsmobile, and number 48, the Staff America Oldsmobile, and it is Mitchell Collins sitting alongside. Next row has the Goodies 300 winner, Jessica Shelton, and number 11, the Boazer Ford, and she'll be alongside car 03. It is Arthur Xavier in the Delco Voyager Chevrolet. Next row down has Johnny Gardner in number 44, the Slim Jim Chevrolet, and number 60, Nathan Hudson in the Winn-Dixie Ford. Next row down has car 5, it is Emmanuel Hartnett in the Innkeeper Buick, and number 36 is the Cox's Treated Lumber Pontiac of Ryan George that's alongside. Next row down as Dustin Bolin in number 7, the Skull Bandit Buick, and number 01, the Carolina Ford Dealers Ford of Jackson Haywood. Next row down has Chloe Owen in number 55 in the Luxair Heating and Air Conditioning Ford. She'll be flanked by another woman. It is Kat Batson in the Texaco Haviland Ford, car number 28. Next row down is Austin Colano in the FDP Brakes Chevrolet, car number 9, and beside him will be car 46, the Polaroid Chevrolet of Paul Minnick. Next row down has car number 87, James Henry in the Texas Pete Sauces Chevy, and number 75, Food Country Oldsmobile of Jacob Sturgeon sits alongside. Next row down, Julius Anderson in the number 40 Purex Style Ford. He'll be alongside car 72, John Andrews in the Detroit Gasket Oldsmobile. Next row down has Kev Sheridan, number 38, the Ford Credit Ford Thunderbird, car 38, and number 45, Joshua Michaels in the Molly Black Gold Chevrolet. Next row down, Ryan Brommer in 59, the Alliance Truck Parts Oldsmobile, and Jacob Thibodeau in number 0, the Magic Skull Classic Oldsmobile, car 0. Next row down is Justin Dearborn in the AC Delco Chevrolet, car number 15, and number 92. It is Nathan Orman in the Stanley Tools Chevrolet. Next row down is Jeremiah Dwayne at number 20, the First Aid Sports Drinks Oldsmobile, and number 99, it is Jesse Turner in the Food Lion Armor Chevrolet. In the starting shotgun field will be Carter Friesen in car 27, the Gwaltney Big 8s Chevrolet. So the field lines up here. So the field's lined up for some racing here today. Again, our in-car cameras today will be inside the cars that Dillon Young, Seth Cole, and Levi McIntire. Those three will be carrying our in-car cameras in today's event. Had a great race with these cars at Daytona. Let's see what they'll do at Rockingham for 40 laps of racing. Here comes the command to fire the engines for the GM Goodwrench 200.
Drivers, start your engines!
And well, seems like a jinx. Seems like a jinx. Kyle Matthews again because his number 52 car would not start, and he has been teleported on the pit road. So Matthews, who was the pole sitter for this event, is now his race might have ended before it even got started. Oh my goodness! Not like Kyle Matthews at all at Rockingham. His car, the crew screwed up. Crew pretty much screwed up before getting the car onto the grid, obviously, as the field will roll through turns 3 and 4, waiting for the new pole sitter for the event, which should be, I think, what is going on here? This is absolutely... Where's the rest of the field at? That is the most unusual start I have ever seen for a race. Okay, so we have got the most unusual start we have ever done. That's ever been done in any of my series. I don't know what in the crap is going on. Pace car is back on the racetrack right here, and I cannot blame the pace car for this one, but even though he got teleported on the pit road, pulled out of pit road, but during the caution flag, during the pace lap, Kyle Matthews is somehow still leading this race. I don't know what in the world is going on here. I don't know if all the rest of the field came on the pit road or not. So apparently the officials did not like what they saw in the start of the race here, obviously, and I can't say I blame them in this case because the yellow flag is out of the race, is out for that for a reason, because the start was absolutely just uncanny. I know I'm going to have I know I'm going to have requests to restart this darn race or something like that, and I swear to you, if anything weird happens in our offline, it's always in any of my series that it happens to, and it's not just in Castrol, but it seems like in this series, even in this series, something weird usually happens. Yeah, in theory, Kyle Matthews should not be the one leading this race here, but he somehow is, despite all what's going on. Second place is now Phil Parker in 25. Third would be Gene Sandfer in 34. They got Carson Gum scored fourth. Fifth is the 40 of Julius Anderson. Sixth position is the 20 of Jeremiah Dwayne. Eighth is the car of Justin Dearborn. They got Kev Shear scored ninth, and Arthur Xavier in the 03 scored 10th. Tons of cars have been put a lap down, and how many are scored on the lead lap is the question I got. You got 25 scored on the lead lap. You got the cars that started up there, somehow all pitted, and they all went a lap down. or went through pit road or something. I swear to you, I swear after this race is going, if Kyle Matthews ends up winning this race, it's gonna be here. It's gonna be they're actually gonna cry foul on this one. I'm actually thinking if I should if I should redo this race or not. I'm actually thinking about this. I mean, I don't know what in the flip just happened here. I don't know if Seth has ever had this problem, or if Dillon Young's ever had this problem, or Levi McIntire, or has had this problem, or even a lot of the older guys that first in this community, like Trent, Dunham, Dillon Poteet, or Shaun, Henley, or any of the others have had this problem, or not. Oh my gosh, this is... I am just sitting here absolutely just speechless right now. The restart's going to happen on the 6th lap of this race, 7th lap I should say. Green flag's back out. And what the heck? Are they coming down pit road again? Yes, they are. They're coming down pit road again, and they're all gonna fall further back in the field. Johnny Gardner just hit Joshua Osborne on pit road. Now they're all leaving pit road, and I think that I don't know how many laps down. I don't know how many laps down the most of this field are now. Yeah, they're now. A lot of this field has now gone 2 laps down now for some inexplicable reason. Bill Parker's getting ready to go for the lead on Kyle Matthews, by the way. Parker's going to try to go for the lead here as they go through turns 1 and 2. Gene Samper's going to push him in 34. Matthews to the high side, Parker to the low side of the track as they come off the 4th corner of this track. And Phil Parker led that lap in 25 as we have got Sandfer now going for 2nd position. Sebastian Kukulon is not on the lead lap in the 8 car. He's running 25th. Julius Anderson's 4th. Nathan Hudson's 5th. Carson Gomez 6th. 7th is Jeremiah Dwayne. Then Kev Shear's 8th. 9th is the 87 of James Henry. And 01 of Jackson Haywood runs 10th. And Jacob Thibodeau runs 11th. 12th is Justin Dearborn. 13th is Jacob Sturgeon. 14th is Arthur Xavier. 15th is now Jesse Turner. Mitchell Collins 17th. 18th is Paul Minnick. 19th is now Ryan George. 20th is Joshua Michaels. You got Nathan Orman actually has now scored 20th. Michaels is 19th. Bear in mind, this is not the first thing weird that's ever happened at Rockingham ever in this track's history. If you remember the 1995 AC Delco 400, they had quite a bit of controversy in the last few laps of that race. So, if you remember the incident where they called Dale Earnhardt in for a missing lug nut, and then seeing all 5 leathers were on the car, and caused Earnhardt to go a lap down after that green flag quick look on pit road and everything. They called a caution flag for the specific purpose to give Earnhardt his lap back. But NASCAR saw Earnhardt and everybody else began to pit though with pit road closed, and so basically it was like 4 new tires where everybody else is going to cry foul, and so the officials actually let others pit as well. So when they got everything scored back to where it was originally positioned on the racetrack, Ward Burton actually was actually leading at that time, and he went on to win his first Cup race of his career. And of course Earnhardt came back to finish 7th in that race after dropping a lap down in 14th. So there you see that. So shows you that Rockingham can have some controversial stuff happen too. As I was telling that little story right here. So. But this right here, if this really were to happen in real-time NASCAR, this is about to be the most dumbest thing to ever happen in a race. And I should go ahead and tell you right there, if you want to check out all the other series in the NNSCRA, be sure to stay with Duracell Cup, Pedigree Xfinity, Marvel Studios Cup, or Boas or All Pro, because watching my series is not worth it. Phil Parker leads this race. Carter Friesen in the 27 cars is a lap down in 21st position. So Friesen, after starting 41st, has actually gained a whole lot and stuff. Matthews is second, Anderson's third, Hudson fourth, Gene Sanders dropped to 5th. Jeremiah Dwayne's in 6th position, then Carson Gumbs is 7th position, and there you see the rest of the field right there. James Henry at 87 is running 8th. 9th is Jackson Haywood. Levi McIntire is not only Levy's 27th. Arthur Xavier's right now running 10th, and Mitchell Collins running an 11th position at the moment. You saw switch in positions there. Carson Guns now at the 7th place now in the 31 car. Meantime, back to the front, it is now Carter Friesen still up front here. That 27 car could be his best friend right now as we're halfway home. 20 in the books, 20 to go. As good thing in some ways the pace car came back on the pit road, came back on the racetrack here as the yellow flag was untimely flown after that inexplicable start. Parker now goes to the outside. The high side of the track here. Carter Friesen's in good shape if we can get a caution flag. Charles Sandfer's in 39th position there. He is in the DeWalt colors. He's 39th position at the moment in this Chevrolet. Charles, the former Mello Series winner on this track. John Andrews is 24th. Keith Batson 38th. Austin Colano runs 23rd in the FTP Brake Chevy. William Brock's 37th. 22nd is Cat Batson. 36 is Ryan Brommer. And you got them all. Yeah, just got it all over the place there. There's 7 car of Dustin Boland. He's running in 34th. And that is the battle for position, by the way, right there. 34th and 35th. That's he and Chloe Owen is battling out for position right there. Dustin currently holds that spot for the moment there as he tries to keep his Buick ahead of Chloe's Ford. Meantime, Kyle Matthews has taken the lead away from Phil Parker at the moment here as he now tries to battle Carter Friesen for position. And now Nathan Hudson is now in second position as he's gotten past the 25 of Parker. Dillon Young right now is 40th in the DuPont car. He's 2 laps down in the 2 car. Right now the one holding last position, actually he's 3 laps down. He and Cole Deaver are both 3 laps down. I honest to God feel sorry. I mean, like I said, I'm just considering whether to make it count for points or to make it not count for points. I'm actually wondering if I should do this or keep this up for laughable purposes or anything. We have got 15 laps to go in this race here today at Rockingham. Actually, don't make that 13 laps to go. Excuse me. That is Nathan Hudson still now going on the back end of Commons for the lead. Madison in theory should be a couple of laps down himself after being teleported on the pit road on the start. I wonder what Kyle himself would say if he would go on to win this race this way. I wonder about that. Plus, I may get waged out by a few of the other drivers on this case. Hudson now goes for the lead in the 60 car. He's going to take it at the moment with the help of Dillon Young, so Matthews now loses the lead again. Young trying to get one of his 3 laps back. Phil Parker goes to second place now in the 25 car, and he goes for the lead on Hudson off the 4th corner. Hudson, the only Brit in the field here, as in British that is. And here comes the Raging Cajun, Phil Parker, on the inside of the racetrack here, looking for the lane. He's got it, come off turn number 2. Gene Sandfer right now runs in 3rd position, or in 4th position, excuse me, in the 34 car. Hudson and Parker side by side again as they come off the 4th corner to the start finish line. They got now 9 laps to go in this race. Sebastian Kukulon running in 25th position. Kukulon right now is 2 laps down. The first car 2 laps down. He'll be trying to get one of his 2 laps back. Matthews at the second place now. Here comes Gene Sanford to the low side in the 34 car in a Hungry Jack Buick. And she's got another lap car right there behind her. That's Joshua Osborne in 63. He's running 26, 2 laps down. Seven laps to go. Phil Parker. I would say whoever, like I said, whoever wins this race, they're going to find this the weirdest race they've ever won in the history of the NNSCRA. And like I said, I may go on TeamSpeak later on tonight and ask Seth or Levi or Dillon Young or Charles or anyone if they ever had a wet race as weird as what they're about to see. I mean, 5 to go now in this race. Here comes Hudson to the low side of Gene Sanford for 3rd position now. These 2 cars are about a second and a half back of the leader. Comment is now caught up to the back of the 25 car of Phil Parker as he goes through turns 1 and 2. Sebastian Kukulon still trying to get by the 52 car. Osborne is in behind Kukulon. That is a battle for position by the way. The 26 to 8 and the 63 cars. That's a battle for position. Kukulon running 25th, Osborne 26th. Three laps to go. Matthews to the low side of the track here, trying to get by Parker as they go through turns 3 and 4. Parker to the high side. Matthews gives the car low. 2 to go. Catching up to the lap traffic right there. That's Carter Friesen in 21st position. Dillon Young running in 40th. In the third turn they go here. Parker keeps the car higher. Matthews looks low again. White flag waves. 1 lap to go in this hooligan race. That is the GM Goodwrench Service 200. Does Matthews have one more shot at Bill Parker? Oldsmobile versus Chevrolet. I cannot wait to see what the race results looks like at the end of this daggone video. I don't know what in the world's going on. Matthews makes one more charge off the 4th turn and come, and this weirdest race in the NNSCRA history will belong to Phil Parker. He wins at Rockingham, holding off the Rockingham master and Kyle Matthews, who theoretically should have been a few laps down after being teleported on pit road. Nathan Hudson finishes 3rd, Gene Sandfer 4th, and 5th will go to Julius Anderson with Carson as he holds off Carson Gunn for that position. You know what? Oh my gosh. It'd be worth it just to see the comments on the NNSCRA page. It'll be worth it. I'm just going to go ahead and say this here. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA. If you like or don't like what you see here, be sure, please subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel on YouTube, and be sure to check out our other series, including the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series on Thrashman 899's channel. Be sure to check out the Budweiser All-Pro Series from Michael Norman, the Pedigree Xfinity Series from Seth Cole himself, as well as the Duracell Cup Series that Seth also runs. Please check out anything except my races. I mean, if this weirdness keeps up like this. Oh my god. So now I got the promos out of the way. Here's the finishing order. Phil Parker wins. Seth, this race. Kyle Matthews finishes 2nd. 3rd will go to Nathan Hudson. 4th will go to Gene Sandfer. 5th will go to Julius Anderson. 6th place will go to Carson Gunn. Jeremiah Dwayne comes home 7th. 8th to Jacob Sturgeon. 9th place will go to Mitchell Collins. Justin Dearborn finishes 10th. 11th to Jackson Haywood. Arthur Xavier comes home 12th. 13th will be James Henry. 14th will go to Joshua Michaels. 15th to Ryan George. 16th to Paul Minnick. 17th will go to Nathan Ormond. 18th will go to Jesse Turner. Jacob Thibodeau 19th. And Kev Shear comes home 20th. Carter Friesen ends up on the lead lap in 21st. Here's the cars that got trapped and cost them a good finish because of this mess. Cat Batson 22nd, Austin Colono 23rd, John Andrews 24th. Those were the cars 1 lap down. The cars 2 laps down. Well, let me go ahead and say this. Cole Deaver was the only car to finish 3 laps down in 3rd and 41st position. So Cole unfortunately suffered the biggest and ended up dead last for him. Dillon Young was 40th, Charles Sandfer 39th, 38th was Keith Batson, 37th Dustin Bowen, 36th Ryan Brommer, Chloe Owen 35th, 34th Ryan Brommer, 33rd Jessica Shelton, 32nd Johnny Gardner, 31st Emmanuel Harden, 30th Seth Cole, 29th goes to Rob Evans, Quentin Moore 28th, Levi McIntire 27th, 26th Joshua Osborne, and 25th will go to Sebastian Kukulon. So to every single driver in this field, I am sorry for this race. I really am. And I hope we get all this straightened up by the time we go to where we go to next, Richmond. Dear God, Richmond cannot be worse. The rest of the season can't be worse than this. I mean, like I said, to every driver in this field, I am sorry, even to the top 5 finishers in this race. My series is usually not like this, and this is the weirdness that usually happens, okay? Oh my God. So for now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best, or in my case, offline racing at its worst.